venture outside of that group of friends very much. You know, people are playing Wars with Friends and all these types of games, but still, you're just mostly playing with either complete strangers or people that you talk to every day. So our idea here was to kind of bring those two groups to kind of a middle ground. So somebody that might have been in a place where you were before, somebody in your local neighborhood or at a restaurant that you go to, and kind of give you a sense that you're actually playing with real people and not just some online usernames. So our idea, we wanted to be able to bring interactive gaming into the physical world and have kind of save points and transfer points into the physical world. So what we have is a suite of games with the ability, simple games. Our example here is actually a drawing game that we'll get into, but it gives you the ability to start a game, get to a certain point where it's the other person's turn, and either beat their phone with a combination of NFC and Google Cloud messaging, or actually transmit your data to a tag, such as the one that Emily's holding over there. We'll get into a little bit more of that for the demo. But, yeah, that's basically the concept. It's a suite of simple games where you can pass something off to a save point, walk away. Somebody else can come up, instantly recognize that this is one of these game's save points. And they're bored waiting in line or waiting for their friend to show up or something, and they say, oh, I can scan this and play something. They scan it, and they're instantly right into a game with somebody from their local neighborhood or in the area. So yeah, I guess I'll let Nikki do some
so these are just a few examples. For this hackathon, we only did this drawing game, which for right now is tentatively called Draw Right. And what happens is you get a prompt at the top, which is a random phrase or saying or idiom. And the user has to draw a picture of that. And once they complete their turn, they go to any save point tag and save their game to that tag. And then they can walk away, maybe never even see it again, and a random person can come to that tag and pick up that game. So the next person will actually see your drawing, and then you'll write what you think the saying or the phrase was. And that person can then save their game back to the save point, and another person can come along and they'll see the text, and they can draw a picture of what they of the text. And this keeps going for however many turns were set in the beginning. And then at the end of the game, all members that participate in the game get an email saying basically a chain of who drew what and what was said. It's kind of like a game of telephone.
I don't know if any of you have played the napkin game at the bar, but that's kind of where this originated. You go to a bar and you have a stack of napkins and you tear them up and you pass a stack to each person. You know, one person, everybody draws something on their stack and then passes it to the next person. The next person looks at that picture, puts it underneath and writes what they thought, and so on and so forth. So this is kind of the visual version.
So this is the one game that we developed for this hackathon. Obviously this can apply for any sort of game like chess or checkers or Connect 4. I don't know, Battleship. So, of course, we didn't have any time to do those games, but the idea is you would be able to play any one of these games and save to any one of these save points. And there's a variety of use cases for this. If you're in line waiting at a train terminal, or if you're waiting for your reservation and you're at a restaurant and you have some time to kill. Play a game there, and maybe someone else that comes along half hour later who's also waiting for their reservation can pick up your saved game and play there. Long lines at venues. You could even put the tag on a coaster and set them up in bars or restaurants, and people can just pass games along all along the way.
I think the cool thing about NFC in this case is that it has the option of actually saving to a point in space that's really cheap. Anybody can put a sign up in their restaurant or in their venue or at a train station, stick a sticker on the wall. And it could even be like guerrilla gaming. We wouldn't promote that obviously, but people could slap a sticker up wherever they wanted. And that combined with the fact that you can instantly beat between phones as well. I think that's kind of seals the deal. That's something that hasn't been able to be done before. Both of those combined in one technology. So I think Emily wanted to talk a little bit on the business side.
Yeah, so this app is mostly all about there is a business potential behind it. So the obvious one is ad space. There's real estate to put ads wherever. And then the other obvious one is gamification, having users pay for premium games, prizes, and points. And then the second one would be a partner business would be a theme game. Say you can have this tag at Cheesecake Factory or something, and you tap it at your phone at Cheesecake Factory, and the games are Cheesecake Factory themed. So we can set up partnerships with restaurants, theaters, wherever, and you can have their own white label games within this app.
So I guess with that, we'll get into the demo. Hopefully we can get this camera working.